operating without a sponsor this year. So if you're interested, I'm sure the team will be interested to talk to you. You have seen, and Philippe Leroy running in, smoke on, pulling up into the first manoeuvre. Pulling up initially on the B axis, changing round to come round tight in front of us. Very tightly, look at that. Overlap, certainly engine overlap, total trust and practice with the team. Jacques leading, the wingman, Philippe. And so I have an inkling of the amount of practice and training that these teams will be doing. The aeroplane from Switzerland, from Pilatus, DC-7 turbo trainer. Maximum speed 270 knots, equates to over 300 miles per hour. G limits for aerobatics plus 6 times force of gravity, -3, that's when you're pushing, blood running from your toes to your eyeballs. In the display they'll be running anything up to about 4G, like this turn here, high speed, tight G turn, they'll be pushing 4, maybe 5G as they come round, still absolutely locked into position. Distance between the aircraft, sometimes less than 2 meters, something like 6 feet. .550 horsepower under the bonnet. PT6 engine, PT6A I think from memory. 32,000 feet, the maximum ceiling of the PC-7. Very popular trainer with various air forces around the world. That's right, it is a PT6A from Pratt & Whitney of Canada display. Jacques at briefing this morning, and he said that the display is 6 minutes, aerobatics in formation, and that's about it. Wonderful. Putting it up, changing the sequence until it comes together to the display you see. Takes around about 3-4 months, often for teams to get up to display speed. Synchronized.
Plane ISO.
Well, I reckon they're definitely less than 2 meters apart. There, they're moving out a bit. This could well be positioning for the tail slide. We'll see if they stay in the vertical plane, which they are. Can't recall ever having seen a formation tail slide before. Speed decaying completely off, now going backwards, down 1.5, 2 lengths of the aircraft till the nose weight of the engine, the PT6A, tumbles him down out of the air, canopy up. Final split as they move in. Keep an eye on them with your cameras. Ladies and gentlemen, Les Apache.
time.
Pulling up, rolling. Onto the A-axis, pulling through. Meeting the cloverleaf loop. Pulling up. Over the top, onto the standard loop. Initially. Formation change. Line abreast for the leader, the two wingmen. A difficult formation to fly accurately, which they do absolutely admirably. Sliding back. Over the top. Check on the 45-degree roll, halfway down this, no doubt rolling. Well, they're not they're going to push. Negative G now. Blood running from the feet to the head, they push gently up. Rolling, long roll. Gliding now, team leader issuing the order to move into the Concorde formation now. Pull up. In the vertical, break. Watch the man above going through a torque turn. Just rolling as he went up until the speed decreases. A tail slide, but rolling tail slide as he comes back down. A torque turn using the power from that 300 horsepower engine. Back through the smoke. Open the vent.
Donc j'avais demandé la météo, hein. C'est pour ça qu'ils te l'ont retransmise. Apparemment ça a l'air de s'améliorer très loin là.
Battery de France checking in my earpiece.
Oui, j'ai entendu ça. Bon, bah, écoute, je reste à l'écoute sur l'arrière maintenant.
Coming through long, graceful barrel roll. Go. Going into a tumble at the top of a vertical pull-up. Left team leaves the arena, pulls up into a display of solo aerobatics. Another move for a rudder, round over a gate, into a very interesting type of spin, very much a knife-edge spin as he comes down. Team continuing over the top of the loop, looking out until they get sight of Solo Man, who rolls on to 45 degrees, now coming back down, no doubt to join back up with the team. Coming back, check into another roll. Long roll. Fuselage, except tail surfaces, steel tube frame, half aluminium, half fabric covering. Wing spark. Very pretty. It is getting up to nearly 40 years since the first Harrier, the P1127 prototype, first flew. It's actually October the 21st, 1960. And it was in 1988 that the British government announced the follow-on order of the original Harriers they had for 34 of the Harriers, the Harrier 2s as they were then designated, fitted with night attack system, similar to that found in the American AV-8B. This was the birth of the new one, the GR7, the first flight of the GR7 taking place on the 15th of July 1990. And now running through on a high-speed run from your right to the left. Legendary agility, which will be demonstrated, extremely tight turns by utilising the throttle. Accelerating the aircraft so quickly that no conventional aircraft can stay with it. I suppose you'd actually want any other conventional aircraft to get close enough to see you in real combat. The thrust, already said that it's a Rolls-Royce Pegasus engine directed into 4 jet nozzles, controlled by a selector lever next to the throttle in the cockpit. Designed with HOTAS, hands-on throttle and stick, something like 8 buttons I think on the joystick, 9 on the throttle, or is it the other way around? I had a go in the Sea Harrier simulator, all multifunctional. High-speed run from the left. That of the Harrier display coming into the hopper.
No, last time he was doing it right.
Aircraft forward-looking infrared digital colour moving map displays from GEC. Only 10 systems reduced in terms of gamma. Magnificent. Absolutely wonderful. One of the other displays that I commentate at is the Farnborough International. And for many years, it was a great pleasure to watch Jean-Marie Saget display, both for Aerospatiale and Dassault. And it's even a greater pleasure to hand over the microphone very shortly to his son for the next item, Wing Commander Claude Saget, who will be the commentator for the next item, or items, there's 8 of them, as the Patrie de France enter the runway to backtrack. So I shall hand over the microphone to Claude Saget, Wing Commander from the French Air Force.
Take off in close formation, 8 aircraft in front and 300 yards behind, 8 other aircraft in white smoke. Take off in finger formation, takeoff speed around 120 miles.
It's right in front.
Coming back on your left at 300 knots, at 300 feet, and watch out what will happen when they cut off the smokes. A roll, simultaneous, run roll. Executed at the same time by the all 8 Alpha jets. The team close back up into a diamond formation with white smoke on. This is the basic formation of the patrouille in which they can do anything, such as this descending left turn. Another formation change now into Concorde. You will see lots of formation changes carried out on the orders of the leader. They will pull up then into a loop and color smoke will come on. And there we go for a loop, colored smokes. And during the climb change into Concorde again. Left turn, right turn for another flight pass in Concorde with the color smokes, of course. As he belonged to a fighter squadron, and he even displayed it some years ago. The patrouille comes towards you with their lights on for a clover leaf right in diamond formation. 300 feet, 300 knots, and here we go for a loop and a right turn in the loop. With a loop with a 90-degree turn in the climb. They pull at 40s, arrive upside down at about 4,000 feet, and during the descent pull again 40s to arrive at 300 feet above the ground. 4Gs means that during the maneuver, the pilot must withstand 4 times his own weight. And this happens every 50 seconds during 25 minutes display. That's why the pilots must be in very good health already. And watch what the number 4, this famous number 4, will do in the loop. Look at him. And there he goes, passing in between the 2 solos to take his place behind the leader. Distance between the aircraft between 3 and 7 feet. Turning in the descent, change into arrow again. And now watch the 2 solos slotting in behind the number 4 for a flight pass in arrow. T formation, very, very difficult to watch the aircraft in line abreast with the leader. The leader executes a barrel roll and must keep a constant roll rate so that the wingmen, who have their heads turned at 90 degrees, can keep their positions. It's their first year in the patrouille. On the little right is number 2, Flight Lieutenant Lionel Fricker. Only one will stay the right way up. The leader, his 7 team members, will turn upside down in close formation. Coming at 300 knots and 300 feet. Outside wingman upside down. Green side upside down. And the 2 solos upside down. Here we are, 7 aircraft flying upside down. Only the leader stays upright. And on the inverted barrel by the outside wingman. And the team will come back into Concorde and pull up again for a loop. We'll roll out now. Lights are on. Smokes will come on. And now comes splitting up. And here we go. With right now in blue smokes coming.
The 2 are going through the middle.
And here we cross at 600 knots, closing speed. With the colored smoke effect. Here we go. First time in '98, the Big Bang. The 2 solos and the way excited wingman for the reverse. Blue smoke on our right, he will be upside down. There we go. Red smoke on the right, on the left, sorry. He's the right way up. And as they meet, they roll and reverse their position. No, it's very far. There we go. 600 knots closing speed. Right, will stay upright, and as they cross, they will reverse. And now look in front of you, the barrel rolls in colored effect. And as soon as the team join up, they go back into a loop. And they're coming from the flip-flap that they invented in '97. Smoke will come on, red smoke. Smoke will come up. Number 2 solo goes upside down. Half roll. Half roll again. And flip flap to come the right way up. And wingman. Inside wingman, here we go. Knife pass, there we go. On their sides. And the number 4 is upside down. And the barrel roll of the outside wingman.
That's a good one.
And turn. And turn. And turn. And turn. It's a novelty for '99 with the 2 solos. I think they prepare for another important moment of the show. diamond formation with the left turn in the descent. And a new formation change into what we call the 2 poutres. And they will be ready for the next maneuver, which is very important for you, all ladies. Watch out. And there we pull. And they split, smoke on, and we are ready for the heart of the patrouille. And watch out on the left, very high in the sky, the 2 solos coming back for the arrow in the heart. Oh, I think that Cupidon today is going to aim very well, thanks to him. Smoke on, 2 degrees right.
Et je décoche maintenant. En éclatement final en 3 stops. Éclatement.
And here we go, the final break of the patrouille 99.
Québec coupé, top, bonne avant rassemblement 460 2300.
Final break of the patrouille 99, each year or about 1 mile behind. And red, white and blue smoke for an aileron roll pitch. There you have the aileron roll break. They arrive at 350 miles, 30 degrees pull up, 1.5 rolls, and throttle to idle, air brakes out, and turn to down. I guess they will go for a break simultaneous aileron roll. And here we pull, and here we go. Back, and then we'll put the gear down and flaps down and line up for the landing, which will happen in at about 120 miles. Number 4, the deputy leader, coming now.
Take off very shortly. The Tornado, probably one of the noisiest aircraft we have here today, will start his takeoff run from the left with full afterburner. 2 Turbo Union RB199 engines, 16,000 pounds of thrust with the afterburner. Squadron based up in RF Lossiemouth in Scotland, another country now, I suppose. A Derry wing over, named after the best pilot John Derry. There's only 4 aerobatic manoeuvres that have been named after pilots. Derry turn is one of them. Off sweep for high-speed flight. Producing, coming in now for a Canadian roll. Aircraft turn right, column fully deflected to the left, aircraft 1 hour. Dry power, the engines produce 8,000 pounds of thrust, double that when you put in the afterburner. Turn for another Derry turn while slowing down, wings moving forward, be 5 degrees sweep, coming for an oblique pass. With the terrain following radar can use in conjunction with the autopilot, aircraft can fly with no input from the pilot at heights as low as 200 feet in any weather. can carry a large array of weaponry, including the cluster bomb, the 1,000-pound bomb, the air-launched anti-radiation missile. That's the alarm. Also capable of carrying the Sea Eagle anti-shipping missile. Both automatic weapons are fired from a standard off position to protect the Tornado crews from the enemy radar and missiles. Touching down, standing on the brakes, very short, capable landing run for the Tornado. See the reversers, the back end of the engine, buckets that come out and deflect the thrust forwards. Flight Lieutenant Andy Miles and his navigator on the back seat, Chris Bradley. 15 Squadron Royal Air Force from Ossivale.
Huh? Yeah, well, should do. Our weather's sort of coming from over there. Smoke's coming out strong.
Pulling up now from just to the left, a crowd centre, the solo display from the Royal Netherlands Air Force, the PC-7. Has been flying this particular version of aircraft solar aerobatics in.
1980,
Nicely staying within the airfield boundary. Steep descending. Maneuver to increase the speed to pull up for the next maneuver. I haven't got his sequence, so you see it as soon as I do. Actually, the cloud base is higher than one would imagine, actually, because there he is just going over around about 2,500 feet. Increasing the speed, increasing the G as he comes back onto the A axis of the display line.
The team's been in continuous existence for 31 years, which makes it the longest running helicopter display team in the world. They're famous for their close formation, dramatic manoeuvres in solo and pairs, opposition passes, and the choreography of the display. So as they run in now for the crossover break. The lead pair of Gazelles run out to meet the Lynx, and numbers 3 and 4 run out into depth. Does a backflip, and just to prove we're not using mirrors, we'll do it again a bit later as well, but facing the opposite direction. The current team is managed by myself, W2 Mark Curry, and we're led in flight by W1 Sean Wyatt. Again, the team's formed from instructors who are based at Middle Wallop, and they give up their free time and our own time in the evenings to practice, and then come and put on shows for the public.
As the Hurricane departs, 3 Dakota, DC-3 Dakota used by the Battle British War flight for transportation of parts, keeping people up to speed with the big tail wheels. Unfortunately, we've heard that the Lancaster won't be here. The Lancaster, they managed to blow up an engine recently, and therefore it's a 3-engine Lancaster, and therefore she would... Funny noises, nothing to do with me. It's our technical man behind. Grubby thumb saying that he's sorted the problem. DC-3 of course used huge numbers in the D-Day landings. In the main parish.
With a bit of moisture.
This is the MR2 operated by 42 Squadron from RAF Kinloss. Nimrod came into service really to replace the aging Shackleton maritime reconnaissance aircraft for Strike Command. Great big scaffolding pole that you saw just ahead of the flight deck, that's the in-flight refueling probe. There's a massive bomb bay, weapons load, which I'm sure we'll see on one of the passes. It's something like 52 feet in length. Thought to be certainly the biggest bomb of any of the NATO aircraft. Here it comes past with that massive 52-foot weapons bay open, virtually stretching the whole length of the fuselage of the Nimrod. But the outboard engines have the thrust reversers. Gear down, flaps down. In terms of armament, the aircraft can carry the Stingray torpedo, also the Harpoon anti-ship missile, the Sidewinder missile for self-defense. Aid is also provided and offered to civil authorities in the fields of fishery protection, anti-terrorism and operations against drug smuggling. Going fast again in what rudely is called dirty configuration. Huge flaps, as you can see. Compared with the existing MR2, the next generation Nimrod will be 80% new. Royal Air Force due to receive 21 of them, deliveries commencing in 3 years' time. Whispering through now. Unrefueled, the range is in excess of 6,000 miles.
And it. Oh, took one of that. No, I took a photo of that. Just see a load of cloud on your camera.
Today the flight program that we will carry out is a formation of 5 and 4 aircraft. You'll see the second section that is behind, taking off before the first section that is rolling now. prepared for the first maneuver of the flight program, that is this Snyder turn, where you will see the solo separating for the formation. And here it is, the solo in front of you. He's going to say hello to all of you for starting his first maneuver. So try to imagine in the air a barrel, a big barrel, and follow the inside of the barrel with your aircraft. He's coming from the left, don't miss it. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 points roll. This inverted flight, and then again, inverted flight. And you have just heard the orders of the leader saying 4, that means 4, and 5, that means. And let's count together the roll. The solo will be roll. The formation is just divided in 2 sections, ready to fight the Aquila, that means the Eagle maneuver. White smoke on the right, and on the left the first and second section are going to cross. Just in front of your eyes. The white smoke are on.
They had that crash in Germany, but the one was doing a new head on. No, not there, it's them. Cabin had that hit. So that was a bit. Between one wing to another. And look also under the fuselage for the air brake, for this low button. And now, be prepared to test your body for the crazy flight. The solo is coming from the left, the landing gear is down, and he looks like he wants to land. He's going lower and lower, and now he starts for a crazy flight.
While the solo is coming from the right, just to cross them. And here there are the green, the white and the red of the flag of Italy that is going to fly over our head.
That was good though. And then he comes back and does that flick again there.
It's going to land now. We have from Tuscany Alessandro Fiaschi, and on the right, touching now the runway from Rome, we have Giovanni Adamini. So please say hello to all of them while they run on the runway.
Then also prints off a hard copy on paper. Route is planned to avoid any obstacles or enemy sand sites. Pounds of thrust. Maximum level speeds, well, it's a supersonic aircraft. Missions. Jaguar also in service with the French Air Force, Oman, India, Ecuador and Nigerian Air Forces. Feet speed through the air over 1,000 miles an hour, capable from the Jaguar. Fast run from your left. I'm afraid I can't tell you who's flying the... When on a reconnaissance roll, a couple of minutes before reaching the IP, the initial point, the pilot turns on the cameras to let them warm up so he can test them. Flies over the target, he describes the target and other useful features into a voice recorder, as this will help the interpreters back at the Reconnaissance Interpretation Centre to identify various items on the photographs coming through in a slow run now. Developments on from this aircraft, powered by the jet engine Czech M701-500, producing just short of 2,000 pounds of thrust. Running over, picking up the nose, a long graceful barrel. It's a pretty looking aircraft. Same way as many of the Yak-52 operators, many operators have strapped all manners of rockets and bombs to Delphins in an attempt to produce a cheaper counter-insurgency aircraft. Littered around all over Russia. Round stall turn, rolling the decathlon inverted. It's a comfortable, pretty looking aircraft. Not really the sort of aircraft you'd imagine that can do the aerobatics, but very capable of doing it, certainly in Dave's hands. He's been with the Tiger Club display turbulent team for many years. Quarter cloverleaf roll to the left. He's been in the biplane formation team and the Tiger Moth standing on the wing act. Not that he's stood on the wing, he's a bit too big for that. A young lady does that. They think he's going to climb to 15,000 feet, about 3 miles high, directly above us, then come back for a very fast run by. Well, I guess if we come down to 15,000, we should be able to get a bit of speed up, I would have thought. Mind you, the RB 199 engines will get him up to 15,000 feet in not an awful lot of time, so I don't know whether we'll see him. Dig your earwax, here he comes. Decimalisation is always a difficult thing, and moving the decimal point, I think 1,500 feet is more like it. Wings swept fully back now. You can see the delta wing as he comes past fast run formula. Also a data system. Night vision goggles. With that Fox Hunter radar allows targets to engage from beyond visual range. From brakes off to 30,000 feet in under 2 minutes. Fast run past now. Speed on the clock, running in from the left then.